Hello everybody and welcome back to Dino Boy. Today is a new review, at least for my channel. This figure came out a little while ago. You guys already probably know what the figure is due to the thumbnail. But yeah, let's just get into it. I'm going to try to review all my figures I haven't reviewed yet before the new release of the Indominus Rex, Scorpius Rex, Mutodon, and the new Dilophosaurus, and I think two more figures that I kind of forgot. But yeah, with introducing to the channel, at least new to the channel, the stygimoloch. I don't have him in the package. I've already opened him. But I guess we'll just take a look at the actual figures box. Now the background inside of here, I'd pop up a picture on the screen. It was blue, the blue like foresty look. But yeah, basically we have a picture or a kind of weird image of him on the box. Not weird, but you know what I'm saying. We have the Hammond collection, stygimoloch's name, his true FX logo. We have a T-Rex skeleton, also with Jurassic World, and another little logo on the top of the lip area. To looking at the left, we have a little bit more of the stygimoloch that bleeds over here. We have a bigger Hammond collection logo. On the back of the box, we get more photoshops or shot images of the actual figure. We have a little description here, which I'm not going to be reading, but if you all want to read, there's the description. This figure, or this dinosaur, came out from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, of course. It was the one with Owen Grady and the whole scene. The figures to release with it was the Tiger Velociraptor from the Lost World, him of course, and the Troodon, which that is one of the first novel figures that we ever got, and it actually is a good figure. I need to look for it. I really want that one. Over here we kind of got a shot of the stygimoloch in the actual movie. We have another little text here that I won't be reading, another Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and another Hammond collection. So with that, let's get this box out of the way and let's review the actual figure. And here he is, the stygimoloch from the Fallen Kingdom Hammond collection line. Is just a very good figure. I will be discussing all of his features, like, if I can get him standing, articulation, paint, sculpting, the design, the scaling. We'll get all into that into this video. So let's start off with the overall look of it. Now I will say this figure is great. Just looks great, amazing. I guess we're going into sculpt too. But sculpting wise, it has very good sculpting, especially on the head. You have these small little ridges or bumps that form the crest or the shape of the dome. We have his horns, which are like uneven. Some of them are uneven, some of them aren't. And just, they're all dirtied up. They're on some rubbery, bendy stuff. Rubber, I guess you can say. And just really good at all posing. The nose in this area, the mouth area, has amazing sculpting. You could actually see 3D looks or 3D details of it. His eye, which I can't really pick up on camera too well, is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh my god, phenomenal. How do you say that word? The mouth articulation is on a small little hinge, I guess, which it's really good. It doesn't close all the way that I would like it to, but still, although that. But looking inside of the mouth, how much we could get inside of there, you could see the tongue, the little gums. I think there's some small teeth in there. I'm unsure. Coming to the neck portion, you could see like veins or muscle just clenching, releasing. Looks really well. For the body and arms and legs, amazing sculpting too. We have some depth into here. You could see some lines that I would have on the tummy or the stomach, you can see it has way more detail, just phenomenal. You could see little crease lines here where the leg would be. For the leg, you could actually see some muscle definition here with this line and then this line over here. He has some knee creases. You can actually see his calf, some of his other leg. You have a beautiful sculpting on the toes and the front portion of the, I guess you could say, shin. The tail, I mean, I won't say too much. It's just rubber for the articulation. But it does have these little bends to blend in with the whole figure that I don't think is on actually any other small figures. But yeah, so that's for sculpting. This guy's amazing. His sculpt's like 10 out of 10 for me. I love how the figure looks and the details on it. So yeah, let's get to the next portion, which would be paint. Looking at this guy's paint is phenomenal. Amazing, if I can say. You have a darkish reddish brown for the main like body portion. As we can see here, it's covered up with some like brownish gray. No, I will say there's more brown. The gray portion is on its underside. Its tail is just mostly the red, orangish color we see all around the body, and brown for the details. For the legs, we have the gray blending in, and then you have the brown overlapping it. But the gray is trying to blend in with the red, which looks amazing. I actually like how they did that there. You also have it on the back legs too, which I don't think we've actually seen a smaller figure do that. Well, up to his date, we didn't see it. We have it a little bit more now. The paint on the head is just amazing. You have the dome, which is a tannish brown, and it's just phenomenal. You have some brown or reds in there to make it dirty, to make it scuffed up, and it's just amazing. The nose, it's just, I think, sculpted, not really black paint in there, just lighting. The horn's also painted with a brown, smaller horn right here. Also with this, I guess you could say beak. Really, really painted well. You have the actual mouth, which is really detailed for some reason. The feet over here are just kind of basic. You have just the red and then the claws that are actually painted. The only bad thing about this figure is his, I guess you could say, fingers on his hands are not painted. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. I feel like that could have been an easy fix. They're just all red. I wish they could add some brown designs on his arms, but hey, the paint other than that looks phenomenal, amazing. I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly. You can bully me in the comments if you want, if I'm not saying that. But yeah, I would say for paint, this is definitely a 9 or 8 out of 10, just because of the fact that the arms look a bit basic, but still. So, with that being said, the paint being amazing, we'll be going to the next part of this figure, which is articulation. And boy, am I excited. Alright, going into articulation, this figure has such good articulation for a medium or small sized figure. And I say medium and small sized figure because this figure is a little confusing on the size portion. Well, we can see that he has articulation almost everywhere you could want it to be. Obviously, let's start with the basic thing. The tail is on these rubber or bendy wire, or I think it's actually ball joints that it's on. Well, at least for the big figures, I think this is bendy wire. But obviously, all of their tails are going to be on bendy wire. Not much to say about that. We've seen that plenty of times. And for the legs, you actually have a good range of motion. The thigh area obviously goes 360. I don't know why you want that, but hey, I'm all here for it. For the knee portion, or I guess the shin kind of portion, kind of get for forward, not too much, seeing that this portion is being blocked off by the knee sculpt, But for back, you kind of have, that's all the way you could go for this part. The feet are on a ball joint, which it could go up like that far, back that far, which is amazing for articulation. For the arms, you only have him on 2 ball joints, I guess. I think this one's a ratchet joint. I don't know. Don't flame in the comments. I don't know my figures. Articulation stuff. I just have them. But yeah, they're just on small ball joints that you could get the arm going that much far up, this much far back. That you could have his arms coming out this way. And they go back kind of a bit. Yeah, just a little bit. For the neck, it's actually kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain this part right here, the neck portion. It's like 2 ball joints or whatever, but it doesn't limit range of motion, I guess. If anything, it gives him more range of motion. But I just don't know how to put my finger on it. I think it's just 2 ball joints. And given that the neck is like girthier than any other smaller figure we had, makes a weird like articulation. But hey, I'm here for it. Pretty cool. You have the head that could turn 360, the neck that could turn 360, but it's a little bit stiff. Can I get it back to where it was? Okay. And for the mouth, we already discussed this hinge joint here. The only thing I will say bad about this figure is when you get him into certain poses, that happens. The head is very chunky, also with the neck, and the rest of the body is kind of light, which kind of like, I don't know, you have to have, the poses with it are kind of limited because of the head portion, so you can't really have him having like a bended down formation. Well, you can, if you want to rewind the video, you can see a portion of or a pose of mine that I got it to work with its head almost connecting to the floor, but not touching, of course. But yeah, the head is a bit too chunky or heavy, I guess, for the figure. Like, look, this is a normal stance, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. But for that being said, the review is coming to a close. And for the articulation of this figure, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Just due to the head being a bit heavy on the hefty side. It kind of ruins the figure's articulation. But for the overall of this figure, definitely an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I'm sure if y'all pick this up, this was a great purchase for y'all. And if you guys are trying to get it, you have to get this figure. This figure is phenomenal. Okay, I'm going to stop using that word because I can't pronounce it. This figure is amazing. It's just one of the most beautiful figures. But coming with that, we have one more thing we have to discuss. And that is the figure's size comparison. Yep, if you can see it, I can see it. We all see it. This figure is bigger than a Velociraptor. I know this is an older model of the Velociraptor from Hammond collection, but I mean, they kept the same size all around for the Raptor, just some sculpts here and there that changed. But yeah, this guy's taller than the Velociraptor, which is oftenly weird as we see it in the movie. It is way smaller than the Velociraptor. Pretty sure it's almost the exact same size as the Dilophosaurus. And even that, the Hammond collection Dilophosaurus is way too big for its counterpart in the movie. Not obviously science accurate. We could almost clearly see science accurate Dilophosaurus was way bigger than the movie's portrayal. But with that, this figure kind of is off to me. It's bigger than a Velociraptor, which it should be smaller. It's the size of the Velociraptor or more. Having a sneak peek at my Carnotaurus that we'll be reviewing next time, it's oftenly big compared to it. I don't know if you get the Carnotaurus in the shot, but yeah, it's just kind of oversized, I would say. But with that being said, this figure is still a definite pickup. Now, I don't know how you guys are going to get this, even though it's been long gone out of stores, but I say try your best. I could help you guys out with some sites to find it. But this is Dino Boy out. Pick up this figure, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.